All right, guys. Hey, it's Shake and Bake here. I was going to do a video of this, but because it's so insane and it's happening right now, I thought that I would just jump on here right now and stream this, just because it is absolutely insanity. And I will show you guys what I'm talking about. Right now you're looking at Hello Games their official Twitch channel, okay? And they, according to all the 10,392 people in here right now, are all waiting supposedly for a live stream that Sean Murray is going to do, showing gameplay from No Man's Sky. And it's supposed to start here. I think there's some are saying 30 minutes, some say 40 minutes, some say now it's saying 30. It's insanity. The chat is through the roof. And more people keep joining. And this is all on the speculation that he is going to be streaming here in about 40 minutes, an hour-ish. It's all over the board. But the fact that so many people here, to include myself, to see this potential stream. Now, what's interesting about this is that Sean said he didn't want the streams out there. He didn't want to ruin the experience for people. But now it sounds like he's going to do that to show the game, which is very confusing. I don't know. I guess we'll see if this is real or not. The other thing I want to show you guys is this. Okay, so this is Sean Murray's Twitter account. And, there has been just hundreds of threads, forum threads, and and fights and arguments about multiplayer in this game, and it's really not been not absolutely clear, because the game is labeled as single player on Steam, but yet there's been little mentions by Sean about potentially running into somebody, but the chances are slim to none. Well, so he sends out these tweets here. It looks like some journalists maybe are already in-game. Some media copies have gone out. And they're starting to name some things. But right here, this tweet right here, which I am going to, let me zoom in for you guys here. Let's go a little bigger so nobody misses this. Right here. Let's see. We do have some online features and Easter eggs so people can know they are playing in the same universe. It's about cool moments. Okay. And I think, again, we're talking about the multiplayer here. Now this is about as definitive as he has ever gotten about multiplayer. The chances of two players ever crossing paths in a universe this large is pretty much zero. I don't know why he doesn't say zero, but he says pretty much zero, which is going to leave people open again to think there is. And here, this one is the clincher right here. To be super clear, No Man's Sky is not a multiplayer game. Please don't go in looking for that experience. So there's been a lot of people talking about, finding their friends and having this kind of multiplayer experience. I think they're going to be sad. They're going to be disappointed. They need to see these tweets and know that this is not a multiplayer type of experience. So, but the other thing, again, if you just joined the stream, I wanted you guys to see this. This is over at Hello Games' official Twitch channel, and there are about over 10,000 people waiting to see supposedly a stream that's going to come out from Sean Murray from No Man's Sky that is going to show the game, which is contrary to what they've been saying. But supposedly this is going to happen in about, there's times are all over the place. I mean, it's like 40 minutes, 50 minutes, 1 hour. I'm trying to see if someone will post the link. To see how they know this is happening. Because, what if this is just hype? More hype on top of the hype. And I'm seeing no links yet. Nothing. I think it's just a frenzy that people are so desperate to see this. But over at No Man's Sky Twitch channel, you can jump in there. Over 10,000 people waiting to see this stream from Sean Murray, supposedly, where he is going to show and talk about No Man's Sky. I'm trying to get a link from the chat, but it's so out of control that I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, what if it's not even real? Who knows? Again, but back, if you just joined the stream, there has been some recent tweets out by Sean Murray right here on his Twitter page. And I'll go over these again. We do have some online features and Easter eggs so people can know they are playing in the same universe. It's about cool moments. The chances of two players ever crossing paths in a universe this large is pretty much zero. Looks like typical Twitch. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? But there's not even a stream going on yet. It's like an hour away. And to be super clear, this is like an increased font even. No Man's Sky is not a multiplayer game. Please don't go and look for that experience. And I think there's been so much hype around this. People say they're going to meet up with each other. I think he's really trying to say the best way he can, don't go in for this for multiplayer. It's just not going to happen. And here again, we're at 10,392. And there is not even any confirmation that this is going to happen. I've not seen any tweet or links or tweets from Sean Murray that says this stream is going to happen and he's going to be on here. But yet there's 10,392 people here. Let me get the link for you guys if you want to go to this channel, and then I'll wrap this up. I just wanted to do this quick stream. I was going to make a video, but I thought, hell, I'll just go live with it. And you can join the rest of the crazies to include Shake and see if this really happens. It could be all a farce. It could be real. On the 12th, goodbye games. On the 12th, I am going to be live streaming this on release date. As soon as it's live, I'm going to start streaming it. I'm going to stream it probably for a couple hours. So on the PC, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the game, and they just had their announcement. If you don't know that and you care, there has been an update where they talk about, I guess they had the BBC News come to their offices, but there's also been an update where there's another one that's kind of strange. To anyone who's having their old geez, say that fast, NMS vids take down accidentally, we're working on it. Discussing with Sony now. So, okay, so we know there's been leaked footage, right? So now Sean's, I think, is he going back and saying, okay, those shouldn't have been taken down? Very interesting, all of on his Twitter account. You guys can check that out right now. I'm going to put the link for his Twitter account if you care and you want to see that. And then here's this patch that they're going to do on day one. But now this is now even more confusing. Added a sky, whatever that means. Players should find flying into space. Oh, no. I'm sorry, go back. Removed men. Now, where did it go? I just saw it. Where did I just saw it. I'm thinking I'm losing my mind here. There is something in about the 1.03 patch where they talk about, right here, 1.03, here we go. All right, guys. This is what is confusing a little bit, is if you go through this, which has some great updates in this update coming out, I think, but there's actually, where is it? There is actually a comment about being able to run into people easier. All right, here it is, right here. Right here, ability to scan star systems. All right, here we go. I'll make the size a little bigger because this is now even more confusing. This is under networking. Ability to scan star systems other players have discovered on the galactic map, increasing the chance of collision. What? So that's like saying you could run into other people easier? But now we have tweets saying maybe don't expect that. And the biggest thing in this is really cool is that it looks like they're going to plan where you can actually build bases and have your own large giant space freighter. All right, let's go. Just again, I'm going to wrap this up. Check out the Twitter page for Sean Murray. There's some wild tweets coming out of there. Yeah, it is confusing, Psycho Freak. I'm totally confused by all of this. Again, his recent tweets, like as of an hour ago, say, hey, you're not going to run into anybody, basically. There is, it's even, right here. Look at this. I'll highlight this. to be super clear, No Man's Sky is not a multiplayer game. Please don't go in looking for that experience. Figure it out, man. It just adds to the hype. And this is the insanity that is ensuing over at Hello Games' official Twitch channel. I put the link in the chat if you want to go there. But there's over 10,000 people waiting for some supposed stream that Sean Murray is going to do here in about an hour, I guess, because there's a bunch of confusion here. It's crazy. I'm going to check out the chat what Sax Panther says here. Okay, yeah. Well, it does seem a little confusing, though. You know what would help, I think, Psycho Freak, is if that was the case, where you could run into people. Then why don't they explain how that works? And that's the part I don't understand is I wish he would do a recent tweet and say, yeah, you could run into people, but there's confusion about how that works. And again, if you come back to this update news here about networking right here, this one here, again, I'll go over this again. Ability to scan star systems other players have discovered on the galactic map. So you're going to be able to see what other people in the game have discovered. And then increasing the chance of collision. What does that mean? To me, that means, what's up, Dustin? What that means is you may run, they increase the chance of running into other players. Isn't that what that means? I think that's what it implies. But then you come back over, so they're increasing the chance of multiplayer. And then over here, but to be clear, it's not. And then look at this one. Okay. So again, I just highlighted another one. The chances of two players ever crossing paths in a universe this large is pretty much zero. Okay, so pretty much zero. And then over here, we're increasing the chance of that is about as clear as Mississippi mud. Oh my God! It's to me, in my opinion, guys, this is brilliant marketing. I mean, there's so much confusion right now and speculation and sanity. Okay, maybe it's so Psycho says maybe it's a collision on you running into something someone else has already discovered. Okay. So the chances, they're going to increase the chance that you may run into areas that other people discover, but maybe not run into them personally. I see. Okay. All right. Well, that makes sense. But again, recent tweets by Sean Murray, he's pretty much saying zero chance, pretty much zero, that you're going to ever cross paths with another player. He tweeted that out 1 hour ago. This is Twitch right now going insane. Let's see what where are we at on the count wise here? I want to see if we're still at 10,000. Oh, we are at 14,000. So we just hit 14,000 on Hello Games' official Twitch channel of everybody waiting to see this supposed live stream from Sean Murray that's going to come up soon and is going to show footage, I guess, from No Man's Sky, which again seems like another contradiction, but maybe he needs to clear the air. And maybe that's what Sean's going to do. He's going to come on here and he's going to clear the air about all of this. And I think that would be the smart thing to do. If I was Sean Murray, I'd get on here and say, okay, guys, here's the deal about multiplayer. Boom. Here's the deal about yada, yada, the exploits. Boom. And just end it. Okay, so Sax Panther, you're still holding on to the thought you're going to find your friends in this game. Okay, don't worry about it, Psycho Freak. Typing doesn't matter in the chat. Okay, all makes sense. What do you guys think? Are you guys, have you ever seen another game with this much hype around it? I mean, I don't know. I've been gaming 30 plus years. I've seen some hyped up games, but check out, let's pull up the Steam. It's been the top. I don't know how much money this game is going to make, but I think it's going to be through the roof. And even when you look, here's a thread, 3,866 responses. there is a total of 274 pages of threads in this game, or under the forum. And not just that, the amount of anger and just speculation and all of this towards this game is just crazy. That's what I think. All right, guys, I just wanted to get this out in case you didn't know about it and you cared. The hype is real, and it's getting realer. Check out Sean Murray's Twitter feed. There is the 1.03 update, which I think looks awesome. I think this is going to be great updates on day one. And here's this Twitter page right here if you want to watch this supposed stream and join the craziness that's coming up. Psycho Freak, I feel the same way. It's like, here is a game we know some about concept-wise and some footage, but they've never really shared details of this game, because they don't want to spoil the experience. But I've seen other early access games out there, like, they're vague, that don't get this kind of attention. The intention, again, the marketing strategy of this game is unreal. I love your hair. Looks good. Right, sex. I bought the game because I'm caught up in the hype too, and plus I've been following this game since pretty much day one. And I like I like the developer. He's kind of freaky, genius kind of guy, and I think I like the whole Isaac Asimov 1970-ish sci-fi look. So I pulled the trigger. I think it's going to be a good experience. I'm optimistic, but I am going into with the mindset that this will not be multiplayer. I'm going to go in the mindset that I'm going to be on my own, exploring, taking my time. I'm not going to rush it. Eventually, there's going to be base building, and I'm going to love that. I think that's a great decision because I loved it. If I find an epic planet, I'm going to build me a base, and I'm going to fly off into space and do venture, whatever, and come back to my base. I think that's cool. I'm so glad they did that. All right, let's see what Psycho Freak has to say here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, see, that's another thing is about the early streams. Was that a good thing? Was that in some ways I think it was because of those early streams and leaks, Sean Murray was able to fix those issues that were in the game with this patch coming out 1.03. But I'll tell you what, and I said this in my video I did last night, is you really get to see into the mind of Sean Murray with this right here, his comment on 1.03 under, where is it at here? Exploitation, or he calls it something. What does he call it? The universe, 3 parts, diversity, planets, atmosphere, planet rotation, inventory, trading, feeding, survival, graphic, balancing. No, where is it there? Exploits, right here. Now, I talked about this in my news video last night about this, but I'm going to talk about this real quick again. Hey, good CX Centers HD. I'm talking about the crazy hype right now. There's supposedly a stream coming out from Sean Murray here in about an hour, and there's over like 15,000 people standing by to watch that. I also talked about some recent tweets he sent out about an hour ago that are a little bit more definitive about multiplayer. But I want to talk about this right here, and this is what I said about last night. So they learned from the leaks that there is this basically exploit, infinite warp, cell exploit, and rare goods trading exploit, among others, removed. So, one of the guys I was playing was using this, exploiting it. And basically, he says, and this is where his thinking is, I think he's just this nice guy that thinks people like to play a game and enjoy it like he does and like I do, right? People using these cheats were ruining the game for themselves, right? So I think he thought when people play a game, and most I think do, that they're not looking to cheat or exploit the game or find a flaw or whatever, but there is a handful of people, like the ones that got the leak, early copies, that did. It's like their way to prove they're smarter, I think, than the development team. Look, I found this exploit in your game. How come you didn't find it? And I think it's a power thing. People like to prove them wrong, right? But this is my favorite comment from Sean ever right here. In fact, I'm going to quote this one. Quote, "But people are weird and can't stop themselves." So I think that's it. people are people. There's some are weird, right? And they get off on like finding issues or errors. You know, instead of enjoying the experience, they spend more time trying to find something wrong with it. I mean, you see them at the movie theaters. You see them everywhere they go. You got friends like that. You know, it's like they're pessimists. They got to find something wrong with it. And I think Sean, being this nice guy, in some ways was thinking, you know what? I know there might be some exploits, but you know, people aren't. That's not what people are going to do. Well, Sean, that's what some are going to do, and that's what those people did. So they're fixing it. All right. Star Citizens, yes, I have looked into Star Citizen. I think isn't it the one that made like 80 million or 100 million? Crazy people like were doing second mortgages on their home to buy a certain ship. I think that was insanity too. Is insanity. Yeah, yep. Okay, so this just again, I was going to wrap this up, but I'm on a roll now because I'm caught up in the hype too. No Man's Sky is again recent tweets here coming out about an hour ago. Let me refresh the page. Maybe send another tweet. Yeah, crazy money. I think crazy money. They still now. Let's talk about that hype on that Star Citizen. 118 million. And they have not even made the damn game yet. I mean, it's kind of a tech demo at this point, which is crazy. Okay, well, let's talk about that, Sax Panther. I don't think I'm criticizing them. I'm just saying there are people out there that's their thing. You know, that they buy a game, or whether it's a game or a movie or whatever. And I think some people, when they make a game or a movie, whatever the thing is, they're thinking you're going to want to watch it or play it to enjoy the experience. I don't think some people go into it with that intent. I think they go into it to say, especially in gaming, look how fast I can beat this game. Look at the exploits I can discover. Look at the cheats I can do. I mean, but they miss the point, I think, is they don't play it to enjoy the game. That's just my opinion. Yeah, see, Sex, I wouldn't use it. See, and I think it just comes down to preference. I would feel like, it's kind of like when you're playing a shooter, right? And some people have aimbot and all those things. I've never comprehended that. I'm like Sean Murray in this way. I couldn't, why would I use an aimbot and beat other people when I know at the end of the match, I'm a fake? I beat them because I had aimbot. I think it's the same in a game like this. If I exploited this infinite warp things or whatever, reality is, I know I kind of like God did it dishonestly or cheated the intent of the game. But that's just me, man. I maybe because I'm an old fart. I don't know. And Sax, if you would have exploited, buddy, that's okay. I still love you. Hey, Fate Monkey. Okay, guys, let's go back to the Twitch account real quick for Hello Games, and let's see what the hell's going on there now. 14,000 still. No live stream is started. The chat is, of course, we're talking Twitch. It's off the hook. It's crazy. And there's all this speculation about whatever this is going to be. I'm hoping that Sean comes on here and he clears the air. But he might not, because the reality is, because the air has not been clear about this game, it's created all this hype. So I'm hoping he comes on and talks a little bit multiplayer. I hope he talks about some of the exploits and what they've fixed, all of that stuff. It would be awesome if that happens. We'll see. Yeah, okay, we're on the same page in Sex. I think, yeah, you know, exploiting, cheating to beat other players is, you know, seems weird to me. But I guess if it's a single-player experience and, you know, I guess it's in your own little world you're playing, you know, I guess that's your choice. Let's see if there's any new tweets from Sean here that have come out. You know, I'm part of this media craze. How does warp work in this game from Martin? Well, you got to get the materials to be able to warp, and you have to have the right drive to do it. But I did peek at some of the streams that happened, or some of the videos, the leaked footage, and I think it's just a matter of having the right materials that you gather on the planet, and then using that to achieve warp drive, I believe, but I could be wrong. So if you're in the stream now and you know something different than Shake, just put it in the chat right there. Let's see if there's anything new. And here's an interesting cheat right here. I think he's got some media copies out. And it looks like some people are naming some places already. And what's interesting about this is there are media copies going out to obviously certain people. It'll be interesting to see. There's probably an embargo on those, though, that have gone out. And so they won't be able to release footage or even a review of the game till it releases on the 12th. That would be my guess. Well, hey, Pro Work, welcome to the stream. Well, Martin Gale, that's the what if. And that's what we're talking about now. Why I jumped on for the stream is all of the confusion around multiplayer. How do you find somebody? Can you find somebody? Here's where the confusion is for me, and I hope he talks about this, is right here. This is their update that they're going to do on day one, which I think is an awesome update. But I'm going to read this to you guys. This is what's kind of confusing. So, ability to scan star systems other players have discovered on the galactic map. So the way I'm reading that is when I'm in the game, I can scan out and see what other players have discovered in the system. And I'm guessing that's PS4 and PC. I think they're both together. And then it says increasing the chance of collision. So, does that mean if I see somebody else has discovered this and I head that way, that I might be able to find them? I don't know. Star systems discovered by other players appear during galactic map flights. So as you're flying, you fly by a planet or whatever, and someone's named it, I'm guessing it's going to pop up and say, Shake and Bake named that planet over there. And then I'm going to make a left turn and go down there, see if Shake and Bake's still down there, I guess. I guess people are going to try. I'm going to try to do that if it works that way. But this is what I read earlier, guys, right here. Right here. I'm going to highlight this for you guys. This was out 2 hours ago. The chances of two players ever crossing paths in a universe this large is pretty much zero. So they've increased the chance that you'll see named areas, but I don't think he's saying they've increased the chance that you'll ever run into a real player. And this tweet from 2 hours ago makes it sound like pretty much zero chance you're ever going to run into a fellow player. Now, I have pre-ordered Fate Monkey, but I'm going to tell you right now what is going to happen, okay? Mark my word on this stream, and this is the other one. Don't go in looking for a multiplayer experience. Let's go back. I'm going to predict something for you guys, though. I'm going to predict something. I'm going to go on the record here. Okay, looks like, so we just got their official screen came up, guys. So I'll put the link to their Twitch channel here for you, because maybe this thing is about to start. But this is my prediction right now. Right here. I think there are going to be players. They are going to, it is going to become like they're going to do videos on it. They're going to be live streams. And it is going to be their main quest in this game. It'll be to find another player. I think that's kind of epic, actually. I think they will stream and do videos about their quest. That's a great idea, Shake. If you're watching this, don't use that. You make it a quest where your sole mission in life in No Man's Sky is to, get your ship together, survive, and then journey into the universe, the galaxy, with one goal in mind, to basically find life, other players. And I think that'd be kind of cool. I think that could be pretty cool. Hey, can you imagine if you did that and a week into it or 2 weeks into it, oh my God, it happens. During a live stream, you see this figure out on the horizon, digging or whatever, gathering resources, and you go towards it and then you're saying, oh my God, this is it. I found somebody. And you walk up, and just as you go up and oh my God, it's a real person, they disconnect from the game. Oh my God. I think that would be epic, though. Oh, I don't think No Man's Sky is going to be the same as Elite and Dangerous. I've played Elite and Dangerous, and to be honest, I didn't like it. It was, in some ways, it was too hard. I could not even dock my ship on a station. Or even slow. It was so complicated for me. I think this is more user-friendly and not as much a simulation as Elite Dangerous. But that's just my opinion. And I think the worlds are going to have much more going on in it, and there's going to be the NPC part and the storyline and decisions than you would see in Elite Dangerous. Okay, ProWorks says, can you make a setup video? I don't know. What do you mean by a setup video? Yeah, I agree, Fate Monkey. I think there's all this variety going. The whole procedural generation thing is what got the buzz going about this game, is that the insanity of all the things you could come across procedurally generated, you know, and no loading times and all that stuff. I mean, that's really what got the attention of people about this game. All right, let's see if there's a tweet that came out real quick. Nope, nothing new. From their Twitter account, you know, let's see, because you think they would have tweeted something about this stream. Let's see. Okay, yeah, there is a patch, guys. Read this. This is coming out on day 1. And the thing I loved hearing about this is that they're not done with the game. I had the impression that they were making this game, released, and they were done. But from this post they did on 1.03, they're making it sound like they're far from done. Like they're going to basically work on this, do updates, you know, expand the game. I think that is awesome. I think that is awesome. They're going to add base building. You can have a large vessel you basically control down at the bottom, a freighter. Giant space freighters. They're going to improve the graphics. And also they've added the writing. The Atlas path has been rewritten by James Swallow. He's the writer for Dos Ex, which is awesome, and me. And basically they're going to, you know, make sure there's an overarching theme of the player freedom more clearly now. Early mission text has been rewritten to allow for multiple endings. See, and I think this is what this game needs. It can't be just going to a planet and gathering resources. It has to be a story-driven, decision-driven game in addition to the survival aspect. So I think they've realized that. All right, let's see here. Space stations. They've added some more stuff into the space stations. Stability, some crash stuff, exploits they got rid of, space combat. They've added like advanced techniques like brake drifting and critical hits. Bounty missions and larger battles now occur. They've increased pirate frequency. What else here? Feeding. Talking about the feeding of the animals and stuff. They can the animals that can help you in different ways. A deeper trading system. Make sure you just check out this. It's a lot of good stuff in this update. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I just wanted you to see this. I hope it's been informative. Maybe you're out there working right now and you pulled your phone up or whatever, and it is all about the No Man's Sky hype train. 14,000 people on their Twitch channel. It's in the chat, of course, is insanity. Of course, it's Twitch, and there's so much. It's interesting how much hate there is around this game. And maybe it's not a lot of people, but it's a small group that are so determined on raging against this game, and I don't even know why. And I don't know if they know why. Hey, yeah, you bet, Dustin. Yes, they are adding base building later, which I'm pumped for that. I love to build bases, and I think that was a great decision. I can't wait for that. But check, if you're going to watch a stream, here it is. I sent you the link. Again, guys, thanks for jumping in here and just chatting about this with me. I'm really enjoying. Now, I guess, I am enjoying the hype train around this game. I'm fascinated by the marketing of this and how this has played out. It's crazy. So, cheers, peace, guys. It's Monday. Have a great Monday. On Friday, this comes out. I am going to be streaming it, doing a bunch of streams and videos on No Man's Sky. I probably will kind of create a character or something. I'm not sure what, but I like this idea maybe of going out to find people. I think that might be kind of interesting. And I don't know what else. You guys have a great day. Cheers, peace again. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Check out.